To open this up on my own, I want to see what you guys did. And so say you just save this as my awesome, well, this is it. My awesome animation. So I have this saved as my awesome animation. And if you have, let's just do this. If you have, this is, I brought a picture in here just to illustrate this example. So I'm just going to save this my awesome animation. And now I am going to, what would be a good way to do this? I don't even know where, new composition, whatever. This is, I'll import After Effects Barrett. Import or man and Barrett. He's in my comp. So this is what you're turning in, right? So I'm gonna save as Picasso. Alright, there we go. So now when you save this on your picture, when you send this to me, I'm not going to have access to this because this is referencing a certain file path. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete this. And now what you'll see is if I open it up on my machine, I'm going to get something like this. So it's not going to look good and I'm going to be frustrated because I can't see what you did. So there's an easy way to fix that other than undoing this. So I'm just going to actually reload the footage. There we go. I right-clicked on the footage to reload it. You guys shouldn't have to worry about that right now. But what you can do so that I can see this is you can go, and this is how I want you guys, one of the ways to submit it, I want an MOV file and a packaged After Effects project. So pay attention because this is required for your project and I don't want to repeat myself. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to File, you're going to go to Dependencies, and you're going to go to Collect Files. So I'm going to click this. It'll give you a warning. The project needs to be saved first. Do you want to save it? Yes. Okay, cool. And so collect source files. It's going to give you the option to do it for everything or just certain compositions. So leave it as this, non-project only. And then you can leave this checked here as well. It's going to say collect, and it's going to give you, it's going to automatically bring in whatever your project is and just call it folder. So we can just call it Picasso folder, that's fine. But remember, you guys will have to name it like this, and I will enforce this. It's first name, last name Pacman, so I want your Brian Gerber.
Wait, they reversed it?
What?
I thought it was last name, first name.
I reversed pay attention. So make sure you always pay attention. So I'm going to save it. Okay, it saves the project. Now, if I look, in my documents here, I have my file, and that didn't work. Ha! Why didn't it work?
What does Picasso have to do with Pacman?
Oh, that's why. Make sure instead of collecting source files to none, make sure you're collecting all your source files. That's why it didn't work. And so now you'll see one file is collected. That was just stupid on my part. So make sure it's set to collect all your source files. So I'm going to collect. I'm going to do that again. Brian Gerber Pacman. It'll prompt me to overwrite this, I'm sure. Oh no, it didn't. It created one inside here. And so look. So this is what you're going to get when you export it. Of course I did it wrong again. Let me try once more. Because I keep renaming things incorrectly. Alright, just get rid of that. So I'm doing this 3 times, so you guys should definitely see how to do this. File, dependencies, collect files, save step, make sure this is set to all. That's what you want. And you'll see all the files will be collected. I'll hit collect. And I will just name this Brian Gerber Pacman. Okay. Now it's going to open up. So this is the file that you're going to turn into me. And so when I go in this file here, you'll have a report. You don't need to worry about this report here, but this is good to know that it's there. You'll have your After Effects project, and you'll have your footage. So whatever source files you use will come into this folder. Now, so whenever let's say this was where it originally lived, right? In the pictures, this is where it was on your machine, so I'm just going to delete it, yes. So now when I try opening it up on my machine, I think it's in my documents, correct? So remember how to do the MOV? I'm just going to undo this. So
Wow.
if we want to export this, right, we make sure you set your work area to whatever it is. And then file, export, add to render queue. Or you can do Control M, that'll do the same thing. And then you just, output module would be custom, format would be QuickTime. And then format options, I believe you can choose your codec. For your codec, this is important, switch it to H.264, so it's not huge. So make sure you switch it to H.264. And again, to do that once more, just in case you didn't see that,